how are you doing today? I hope that you're doing amazing and fantastic and wonderful. Today is the first day of winter break, and Alex's daycare has decided that they too are on winter break for the week. So Alex is with me this week, and he's currently down for a nap. He did not think that he was ready for a nap. Mom knows right. Isn't that right, Cleo? Yeah, Mom knows right. So today's video is a little sneak peek into something that Lisa and I are doing for VIP members for Patreon. So we are going to be reading the first 3 books in a series for our Patreon. So it's gonna start on January 1st, and the buddy reach out will be on Discord, and Discord is a really fun and easy way to sort of like chat and sort of break up the chapters so that nobody gets any spoilers. But then we also have fun things like pictures of Lucky and Cleo and everything like that. We will be reading the first 3 books in the series, 1 per month. Hello, Cleo. Hello. She just wants to really co-star today. We are actually going to have a special link below that will give you the first 5 chapters of January's book for free. So the first 3 months of 2022 are going to be Lipstick, Lies, and Dead Guys by Jennifer Fichetto. You guys were able to go and vote, and this is the one that you chose. I'm super excited. I'm going to read the first chapter of the book, and then you can head over to Lisa's channel and she's going to read the second chapter of the book. So I hope that you don't mind. I'm going to be using my phone because I was not able to download it to my Kindle, but it sounds super cute. Chapter 1. I drop my purse on the hardwood floor and giggle like a teenage girl at her first boy band concert. The apartment is small, the bathroom's so tiny there's only room for a shower stall, not a tub, and the toilet is close enough to the sink that I think they're married. The bedroom closet won't hold my growing boot collection or all of my handbags. I may have a slight addiction, but despite the apartment's limitations, it's all mine. I don't have to share 1 single square foot. I can paint over the current off-white walls, fill the front windows with plants, and buy an excessive amount of cute pastel throw pillows. I half twerk, half chicken dance across my new space. Yes, it's as bizarre as it sounds, but I only do it in private, and not very well. Having my own place is a first for me. Of my 26 years, I spent the first 23 living at home. Then I moved to Connecticut and lived with my chatty, somewhat self-absorbed cousin for 2 years. She got married, and what did I do? I moved in with the super hot, super new boyfriend, Julian, hereafter known as Douche Nozzle. I should have immediately known we weren't soulmates. Who finds true love and moves in with them after 1 week? I moved back home to South Shore Beach, New York 4 days ago, and it's been awesome. I forgot how entertaining it is to listen to Ma sing show tunes while she cooks and cleans. This week's theme is My Fair Lady, and yes, Ma, it would have been lovely if I could have danced all night in the rain in Spain. The only down part about being back home is my sister and niece are staying with my folks too, and I have had to endure sleeping on their lumpy couch. But I've missed my family tremendously, and being home simply feels so right. And the cream cheese icing on the pumpkin cupcake I'm craving sweets is that the folks handed over the keys to the apartment above the family deli, the one my parents lived in when they were first married, the one my siblings and I were conceived in. Despite the pungent stench of salami and pine sol, and what an eye-watering combination that is, I chose to believe this twist of fate, this full circle, is the universe's way of pushing me down the right path. Hopefully I'm correct, and the universe isn't mocking me. I open my arms wide and take in a long, deep breath, then immediately gag, sputter, and choke like a dying car. Dear God, my brother lived here for 5 years. How did he stand it? Silly question. This is the same person who left a pepperoni Swiss cheese sandwich in his backpack in the trunk of the car during a camping weekend with Pop in June. Not only does he have seriously odd taste buds, but he could live in a can of sardines and not be bothered. I rushed forward and opened each of the 3 windows facing the street out front. I press my nose to the middle screen and breathe in lungfuls of clean air until I'm lightheaded and almost pass out. That would have been one way not to notice the smell. My phone plays Cyndi Lauper's Girls Just Wanna Have Fun, which means it's my sister. I swipe the green flashing circle while making a mental note to use the rest of my credit balance on cases of Glade plugins. Izzy, I shouldn't be much longer, I say. She and I have a night of drink, dance, and darts ahead of us. This will be our first night out since I've been back. I'm just waiting for my bed to arrive. Why are my husband and his buddy hauling a mattress out of his trunk? Her words are garbled as if her mouth is directly pressed against the phone. The answer seems pretty obvious to me. Where are you, I ask, and spot her car down the street by Park Place Bakery. In the deli, Pop's cleaning the front counters and I'm in back. No doubt peering through the peephole in the door. I don't know what's wrong with her marriage. When Ma and I pressed in on her, she said something about lonely nights and cabana boys. She gets muddled when she's upset. This was 2 days ago. I figure a picture of margaritas and a few hip thrusts to the latest bebop and she'll be spilling her guts. Ma gave me explicit instructions to report all findings back to her pronto, but I won't break Izzy's trust. Ma knows this. All those times Ma tried bribing me with ice cream or cookies so I'd spill about Izzy's latest crush or whether she went to the library after school. Not once did I tell what I knew, and I knew tons. Izzy was not a reader, despite her being 5 years older than me. She's my sister, and I'm not a tattler. Besides, Izzy knows a wild shopping cart didn't dent Pop's car when I was in 12th grade. I accidentally inhaled some secondhand marijuana smoke, that's my story anyway, and got slightly high. Then I volunteered to go on a munchies run. I didn't see the return cart here sign when backing out of a space. I only tapped it. 9 years isn't long enough for that truth to come out. Not that Pop is violent or easily angered. I just don't want to see the disappointment on his face. He restored and adored that car. You couldn't ask someone other than Polly to help you move? Izzy's voice penetrates my memories. Heavy boots clamber up the back steps. Pop asked him. I couldn't very well say no. Ma and Pop aren't bringing the rest of the furniture until tomorrow after Sunday dinner. As appealing as it sounds, sleeping in the shower stall is out of the question. I turn to let Polly and his buddy in and see an unfamiliar guy standing by the breakfast bar. I scream and freeze because that will save my life. The phone slips from my hand as I remind my heart to beat. What is it? Izzy shrieks from beside my shoe. Something hard hits the door. Gianna, Polly calls through it. He sounds concerned. Good brother-in-law. No matter what's going on between him and my sister, he has a lifelong of duty to help me. Move, kill spiders, protect me from murdering, raping, and stealing home intruders. Technically, this guy doesn't look threatening, but I read Ted Bundy didn't either. How did this guy sneak up behind me? The downstairs entrance was a dim light bulb, but it's only 2 walls and a narrow staircase. How didn't I hear him? He's wearing khaki shorts, a light blue polo shirt, and beige flip-flops. He holds his skull. Whoa, dude, you can see me? He looks barely legal and sounds like he's spent one too many hours surfing waves. What's he talking about? Of course I can see him. Did he accidentally inhale secondhand weed smoke? Paul manages to open the door without letting go of the mattress and knocking his buddy down the stairs. Izzy still calls my name. If she was a loving sister, she'd run up with Pop's cleaver regardless of the fact that her husband is making his way in. Are you okay? Polly asks as he turns the corner. His sweaty face is pink and his eyes are wide. He stares wildly around the room, which is really only 1/2 stretch of the neck, and looks straight through Surfer Dude. Oh crap. I take a step closer and realize Surfer Dude isn't standing, but hovering. Well, isn't this interesting? My brand new apartment comes equipped with its very own ghost. How many have I seen in my lifetime now? Close to 1,000? What's he doing up here? And does he do windows? That's the worst chore in the world. Gianna? Polly asks again, dragging the mattress further in and allowing me to catch a glimpse of his buddy. 6 feet, bleach blonde, light green eyes, and a back so broad he won't need shoulder pads when they come back into fashion. All the weird things do. I instantly blush. Already know the fantasy I'll have tonight on that very mattress. Yeah, sorry, it was just a spider. I snatch the phone and say, I'm fine, see you in a bit, and disconnect the call. Polly nods. This is one of the paramedics, Harry. And this is my sister-in-law, Gianna Mancini. I hold my hand out, anticipating his warm flesh against mine, and practically purr. You can call me Sally. Harry and I exchange smiles bright enough to put the sun out of work, while he checks me out from head to toe with a slow, smoldering gaze that almost singes my black mini dress to ash. I do my best not to lick my lips. It may have only been 2 weeks since Douche-Nozzle and I officially broke up, but it's been 4 months since I got freaky. That's not very long, but since that time has been filled with a hide-in-your-bed, sobbing, snotting Ben and Jerry emotionally meltdown, and out-of-state move, it feels like a stint in a nunnery. Polly smirks. So, bedroom? He tucks the mattress forward and almost pulling it from Harry's grasp. As soon as they're out of earshot, I wave Surfer Dude over and whisper, you know the freezer's downstairs, right? Yes, I know, but I don't need it now. I do my best, what you talking about, Willis pout. But you're dead, and all the good dead beings leave this world through the freezer. For some reason, our deli freezer is the portal to the other side. I don't know why this is, and none of the ghosts I've ever encountered know either. I've often wondered if there was something special about our freezer, or if there were freezers all over the country acting as a rotating door to the great beyond, wherever that is. He shrugs. I'm not ready to go yet. Is there a deadline? The freezer's not disappearing, right? I cock my head and frown. Exactly how does a freezer disappear? He shrugs. I don't know. I haven't exactly died before, but you can see ghosts, so anything's possible. He has a point. No, leave when you're ready, but I didn't sign up for a roommate. I didn't mean to sound stingy, but a plus-size girl with an adequately big butt shouldn't chicken dance in front of people. He flashes a smile that would put the Cheshire Cat to shame. You won't even know I'm here. I roll my eyes. I doubt that. Polly and Harry step back into the living room. We'll get the box spring and set it up. As much as I want to drool over Harry, I don't have time. Izzy's known for her impatience, and I need to get downstairs before Izzy explodes and Pop has to clean up bits of her off the back door. Don't bother, just prop it up against the wall and I'll do it later. Are you sure? Polly asks. He chews the bottom of his lips, which means he wants to talk to me. Probably about Izzy. I wish I could pat him on the head, rub his belly, toss him a treat, whatever will make him feel better. But I gotta go. I gotta go. Absolutely. They head out and I turn to Surfer Dude. What's your name? I ask. Billy. How old are you? 19. I close my eyes for a second. A chill runs through me. That's way too young. How did you die? He shoves his hand into his pockets and hangs his head. According to my folks, it was alcohol poisoning. I attempt to slap him on the shoulder for sheer stupidity, but my hands go through him. Wait, he's seen his folks? So he's been around for a bit at least. When did you die? Spring break. That's March for college crowd. 6 months ago? He shrugs. I guess. Time's kind of irrelevant now. So what's with the freezer and why is it a portal? Beats me. How do you know about the freezer? Does it have a beacon or some kind of alarm that the dearly departed can hear? It's a question I've asked many times to different deadies. He shakes his head. Nah, some dead guy by the beach mentioned it's the way to pass over, but he didn't say why. That's the same sort of answer I always get. I guess we're the talk of Dead Central. Maybe we should add that to our advertisement. Mancini Deli, fresh sandwiches, salads, and portal to the other side. As far as I know, the deli has always been a hub of paranormal activity. When I was 8, I went into the walk-in freezer to steal a good humor chocolate eclair. Mom and Pop were up front dealing with customers, and Izzy and our brother Enzo were arguing over whom Mom told to sweep by the sinks. It was totally Enzo, but he'd do anything to get out of chores, even make Izzy think she'd gone crazy. The boxes of ice cream were on the 3rd shelf and I had to climb to reach them. I slipped and hit my head on the floor, knocking myself out. By the time I realized I was inside, I was a human popsicle. There's irony there too. Thank goodness, because it slowed the dying process. According to the paramedics, I flatlined in the ambulance 1 minute and 32 seconds. I don't remember much, just falling. And some guy with white hair and shocking blue eyes grabbed my hand and tried to pull me to him. I later realized he was dead too, a ghost who wanted me to cross over. You'd think there was a more tactful way of welcoming the recently deceased. Yanking is so tacky. Thankfully, either the paramedics were skilled or I couldn't fathom a future without grilled cheese. Miss all that ooey gooey goodness? I think not. It was after this that I started communicating with the ghosts while awake and conscious. I could suddenly see them everywhere. Graveyards and hospitals were the worst. For some unknown reason, they pass over to the other side through the deli freezer. The first time I saw it happen, I thought the little old lady was looking for the chocolate eclairs. Really? Who can resist them? One day, I asked one of them, and the guy said it was their way over. It seemed weird, but who am I to say how a dead person should cross? I don't make the rules. Polly and Harry walk through the living room with a box spring. Preoccupied with the past, I barely notice Harry's lecherous grin. When they're done, Polly's steps seem to slow down as if he wants to hang and chat and brew tea. We can't have that. I practically feel Izzy's negative energy floating through the floorboards, and I don't want her to get too annoyed to go out. We both need tonight. Okay, well, I need to go. I make crazy eyes at Billy, hoping he'll think that I'm a bit unhinged and find a new place to hover. He seems like a nice kid, but I want to be able to walk around in the buff, leave the bathroom door open when I pee, and not have to hold in gas until pain shoots into my belly. I don't think I'm asking for much. I run down, knock 3 times on the deli's back door, and stick my tongue when Izzy's deep brown eyes hover in the glass. She unlatches it, and I hurry in with a glance to Polly's black truck. He's watching us through the side view mirror. I shut the door. You ready? She looks awesome. She's wearing black pants and the pumpkin-colored silk blouse I bought her for Christmas last year. Even though we both have an olive complexion, she looks good in the color. I wouldn't be seen dead in any shades of orange, brown, or gold. They make me look so washed out. Maybe it has to do with her hair being a milk chocolate shade of brown and everyone thinks mine is black. Izzy's arms are crossed over her chest, her foot's tapping in a groove in the tile. You're not supposed to be nice to him if I hate him. That's the sister rule. What did he say about me? Whoa, paranoia much? There's some serious discord between these two. Weren't they happy 5 months ago? She sent me a folder from their anniversary and they were both smiling. Nothing. I didn't give him the chance. Her foot stops. A half smile appears on her face. Hurricane Isabella has redirected itself. Good. I'll go get my purse. Her 3-inch heels click clack as she heads up front, and I'm reminded of her weird height issues. She's 5'4" and insists on never standing below 5'5". I don't think she's owned a pair of flats since junior high. Meanwhile, I'm 5'2" and won't wear any shoe attached to a long, narrow spike. Stilettos and pumps are evil, gorgeous torture devices. They trap you with their sexiness and leave you in pain. Give me wedges or chunky heels, even flats any day. I walk to the freezer in my chunky heeled thigh-high boots, which are comfortable yet still rocking, and stare at the stainless steel. It's shiny and it almost looks brand new. Mom knows how to sweet talk with a bottle of cleaner. I tug the handle, jerk the door. It opens with a whoosh. I shut one eye, anticipate a freezer full of walking stiffs. Nope, nothing but trays of Ma's lasagna and eggplant parm. Not a single dead person. Ma'll be happy. Not that I plan to tell her, though. The family knows I've seen ghosts walk around the deli, but at around the age 14, I stopped sharing. No sense in freaking their dreams as well. As open-minded as the family is, I don't think Ma would like to know the grumpy old dead lady from church has been yelling at her every time she's muttered damn all week. I shut the door and sigh. I'm not sure if no deadies is a good or bad thing. Living above Ghost Plaza could get disruptive, but then again, I've been kind of hoping to put my skills to use, to help. I like the idea of having Ghost Whisperer in a Jennifer Love Hewitt way engraved on my stone when I die, although Master of Deliciousness Between Bread will be okay too. Someone has to invent the next greatest sandwich. Gianna, you're staring at the freezer, Izzy said. She should work for the CIA. I shut the door, turned to her. Ready? I could really use that one drink. We need to make a quick stop first. I groaned. Does this have to do with Polly? She pushes me toward the back door and shouts, bye, Pop. We're leaving. To me, she says, nope, it all has to do with our annoying brother. Uh-oh, what did he do? I offered to be the designated driver tonight, so we walk across the gravel to my old silver Kia Rio. He snuck into the house last weekend, went into the basement while Alice and I were watching a movie, tripped the circus breaker, and screamed like he was being gutted by a serial killer. I fastened my seat belt and try not to laugh. I love her imagination. Knowing my sister, she screamed as well. Knowing my 13-year-old niece, she did not. That girl is so like me. My earlier reaction to surfer dude Billy doesn't count. And what are we going to do? I pull out of the corner lot and head east on Park Place. I went by his house this morning and unlocked the window in his spare room. We're going to sneak in and pay him back. Ooh, a good old-fashioned Mancini scare. I've missed them. I'm so glad I'm home. All right, so go over to Lisa's channel and go listen to chapter 2. The link is down below for the first 5 chapters, and we hope that you join in on the discussion. That's the end of this chapter of Courtagonist. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, guys, happy reading.